Good afternoon, hospitality team. My name is Stacy Lyons. If I haven't met you, I'm the Children's Discipleship Director here at Riverside. So obviously, when you guys are doing the Children's Discipleship Welcome Host position, you're kind of working with hospitality, but you're also working with Children's Discipleship. So I'm going to show you kind of the two main functions that you'll be doing in this role. And then I am probably going to have you create some mock profiles when you do this position for the first time. It really is helping us to welcome visiting families and get them set up in the system so that they can check their kids into the classes without overloading the classes. In the past, we've just kind of made them a makeshift name tag, and it's just not the most secure thing for us to be doing. If you have been serving in the position with the tablet during COVID, in the front of the church on the welcome team, filling out the form to get people registered so they can go into the sanctuary, it's similar. It's a different system, it's a different form, but it's a similar position. So if you've done that in the past and enjoyed it, that might be a good fit for you. I am sorry I can't be there with you guys in person. Tim and I had our vacation planned, and I just had to go out of town. So hopefully this is helpful. If you guys have any questions or concerns, I'm going to put my information on the screen right now. Obviously, you can find it in the bridge, but if you want to save my number really quickly, because on Sundays as well, if you have questions, the coordinator will be able to help you. Sometimes they won't know, and they'll say, maybe you should text Stacy. So it is helpful to have my number saved in your phone. So when you get the tablet out of the office, which I'll show you at the end, you're going to turn it on. And when you go to unlock it, the passcode is 292529. Again, this will be on a sheet that you have on top of the tablet when you pick it up. So you don't need to memorize that. You're going to click on this little box with a check. It's the check-in system. That's what we use. And this is the app that you'll be operating out of while you're serving. You're going to click on the second option, which says Visitor Setup. And then again, the password is CK1234. And again, it'll be on a sheet, so you don't have to memorize that. All right, at this point, you are at the screen for setting up the new family. So you're going to add family, this little icon here on the right. And at this point, really the biggest things that you need to make sure you get from the parents is their first and last name, their email address, their phone number, and the phone number is extremely important because that's how we're going to contact the parents if something happens with the kiddo and they are needed. The system will make you select what type of mobile phone carrier they have, but that is just something that the system requires. I'm actually not sure why. And then, so I'm going to set up a mock profile just so you guys can see. Most of the time when you start typing in the names, and I'm just going to use my name, it'll tell you that there are potential matches. Just ignore that. You know there's not a match in the system because this is the first time that they've been there. And if there is a match in the system, you will be able to, I will fix that later this week. You won't have to worry about that. So I am just typing in a fake email address just so that I can show you guys the setup. So this would be like if I was a single mom. So here's the name, the email, and then I'm going to put in my phone numbers just so that I have a way to look myself up. And then I'm just going to say I have AT&T. All right, at this point, you've filled out everything. It's really just first and last name, email, phone number. And then you're going to push this little plus sign at the bottom of the screen. That is to add a family member. So if I do not have a spouse, if I'm a single parent, at this point, you're going to put in my child. So I'm just going to use one of my kids' names. Again, you're probably going to have to ignore it, but that's okay. And for a child, the only thing that you have to put in, so you want to make sure you change it to a child. And then all you really need to put in is their birthday, because this is very important to place them in a classroom. So I'm going to use, again, I'm going to put in their birthday. I'm going to push done. And then that is really all you need to do. If there's more kids, you would just add another profile and you would make sure you go through the same steps, adding a child. At this point, any of the profiles that you have created are going to come up on the screen. And this is how you're going to print their name tag and place them on the roster for a class. So you're going to select the child, and then you're going to pick which class to put them in. Now, it is only going to show you the classes that are not already at capacity. So it's really okay to put them in either classroom 1 or 2. And when I switch them onto a roster, I will put them as related to their address in the right area. So you don't have to worry about that. You just pick whatever class is not already at capacity. And then all you're going to do after you have them placed in a class is push next. Now, this is just going to show who should receive text messages. This is the number that will appear on the roster when we print it. So if there is a problem, this is why you have to put in the parent's phone number and the carrier, because if there's a problem, it'll show up and we'll be able to text them. So you click the phone number and then you just click check in and it will print the label to the assigned printer. I will put on your sheet which printer it is connected to, just so you'll know which printer to go to, which station to go to. And that way, even if someone else is checking in from the tablet that's on the station, you will be able to grab their name tags from the printer. It'll just add them to the queue if someone's already printing. All right, last thing, I'm going to show you guys where the tablet will be when you show up, and that's really all you'll need to know. Okay, so when you come in the side door of the church, you're going to go around the corner, past the stairs, and this is my office with the blue mailbox on the door. Just inside the door is a little wooden rolling cart, and your tablet with your name tag will be right here. This is the coordinator's clipboard, and then this is the security host's information. So you will grab the tablet and your name tag and come back outside, because just outside the side door, these are what the check-in stations look like. And you can see each check-in station has a tablet and a printer. Those are the printers where your name tags will print to if you check in a visitor, but we usually put the tablet stations just like right out here outside the door. So you'll get your tablet from the office with your name tag and then come back out here to be with the coordinator and be looking for any new families.